Welcome to the Introduction to Scholarly Research video series. This is video 6, Search String Creation. By the end of this tutorial, students will understand the difference between sensitive and specific searches and understand the iterative nature of researching and searching. Students should also come away with the ability to create intermediate-level search strings. Information lives on a continuum. On one side, we have sensitive searches, those times you are trying to give yourself an overall view of what is out there, big picture. You're searching with the aim of getting as much information as possible. These types of searches are helpful for a couple of reasons. One, you're definitely going to get results. And two, if you have a really niche topic, this is how you figure out the current state of the literature. On the flip side, you are going to end up with a lot of results, and most of it is going to be noise, forcing you to weed through what's relevant to you and your search and what isn't. On the other side of the continuum, we have specific searches, when you have your focused PICO question and you are looking for information pertaining specifically to that question. These types of searches are helpful because you should retrieve highly relevant results. But you might end up missing out on potentially helpful information because it doesn't match your search criteria. I generally recommend starting sensitive and slowly building your search up to specific. As you gradually add pieces of the PICO question to the search string, you can test whether your search terms are working the way you want them to and see the iterations of the results. We have our PICO question as well as all of our search terms. And now we come to our search strategy. I recommend planning your strategy before you begin searching. It keeps you better organized and allows you to track your thought process. As you work your way across the information continuum from sensitive to specific, adding terms piece by piece, you can see what happens to the results. If you start off super specific and wind up with 0 hits, you have no idea which part of your question is responsible. Building up piece by piece lets you see where the trouble spots might be so that you can modify your search. Searching, like research as a whole, is iterative, and you're going to have to go back and forth, modifying search terms and search strings before you get results that are relevant to your question. By planning your attack, you'll better understand why you ended up with that 0 and where you need to go to tweak things. In this example, you can see how I start with 2 very basic searches, heart attack and yoga, and heart attack and exercise, which would allow me to get an idea of the literature that's out there. This type of search could also be used to build up a background section of a lit review. Then, as we move further down the screen, we add the synonyms and mesh terms that we found earlier, and I can use the Boolean operators and search modifiers to arrange my terms in a way that databases will understand. And as we come to the bottom of the screen, we can see the complete search string. Any results garnered from this search are hopefully comparing yoga and exercises benefits for heart attack patients. But we need to remain open to the idea that perhaps no one has specifically talked about those 3 things together, so there might not be any literature out there. By building my search up gradually, though, I should still be able to retrieve results that I can use to synthesize a comparison on my own. For more information on the individual parts of the scholarly work process, you can view the complete series on the Medical Scholarship and Medical Databases LibGuides. Each tutorial is only 5 minutes and will give you a good overview of the entire scholarly work process. If you have any questions about any aspect of scholarly work, please do not hesitate to contact either of your health sciences librarians. Our jobs revolve around this exact process and we'd be happy to help you through it. Thank you.